is on the way.
Change is on the way.
We've watched so many things happen to us. We've watched the waste that has cost this city, and I mean fraudulent waste, well over $1 billion. And so we are going to be elected John Liu, and I'm saying it positively because everybody understands that. And we're going to be out there working to make him the next man. We need it. So change is on the way, and it starts now.
There was a motion, second, and it was approved of the delegates. Hearing delegates, they said it. They said it's time. It's a time for a change. It's a time someone to understand New York City, understand the work of hard woman and man, understand the labor movement, family, and they shout, John Liu! John Liu is the mayor!
Lillian Roberts, who has many years on all of us, but has more energy than any of us.
Yes,
And to have the support of DC 37 is so personal to me. Because I came into government as someone who had nothing to do with government. I had my career in the private sector, in management consulting. And when I came to the city council, I sat in many a hearing, whether it be committee hearings that I chaired or committee members I participated in as a member. And time again, you would hear commissioners testifying about the state of affairs. And then you'd also always hear from some of the men and women who actually do the work for the city and for our residents. And oftentimes they'd have a different story. And you'd always have to try to figure out, well, how could it be so different between what the commissioners are saying and what the workers are saying? And as I learned more and more about city government, I came to know that you could always rely on what the workers were saying. That what was actually happening on the ground and in the offices and at the work sites were best understood, not by the commissioners who came to testify and give their spin talk, but by the workers who knew exactly what was going on, what the problems were, and what the solutions had to be. And so for me to stand here with the brothers and sisters, the men and women of District Council 37, and with our legendary labor leader and city leader, Lillian Roberts, this is very personal to me. And I am so honored and humbled to accept this endorsement. Thank you very much. This is a city that I came to at a young age with my family. We immigrated here, and it was a city that always meant a place where if you work hard, you dream big, and you work a little harder, you could achieve great success. But I think that in recent years, that promise of New York has been made far more difficult, where it seems like you can work as hard as you can, and yet not seem to get anywhere. You're running in place. Meanwhile, the select few in this city continue to do far better. As our wealth gap grows, we continue to see private corporations and developers getting huge subsidies from taxpayers, even as after-school programs and job training sites are being closed down. We see our employees getting zeros, while the outside contractors are getting their annual increases. We see a city hall that goes after some of the lowest paid workers, such as the ones in our schools. For what? To make a point? We've got to stop this. We've got to stop this. We've got to get the city out of the hands of the billionaires and mega corporations and put it back into the hands of the working men and women, the people who made this city great in the first place. And there's going to be a lot of work ahead of us. 15 weeks until the election. But I know that with this army of green, this army of green, we're going to win this election, and we're going to take back the city, and we're going to create the change that is absolutely necessary for the members of DC 37, and by extension, for the people of this great city. I'm looking forward to it. I thank you so much. This means so much to me. I can't tell you enough. Thank you very much.